Okay, here we are, new tutorial number 2. Today I'm just going to teach you how to do a simple SketchUp model called a table, and you're going to see how I just work and go through the processes over here. Everything we do with the draw or line tools, which will be your rectangle, circle, triangle, your pen tool, your curve tools, and of course your extrude tool, which we spoke about last week. Right, we're going to do a table which is about 2 meters by 1.2 meters wide, 900 high. So we start off with just drawing a base in plan. As you can see, we're in the top view at the moment. We type in 2 meters, draw the line over, 1.2 meters, which is all in millimeters, so you've got to take it and add 2 zeros in the back to make it 1,200, or to make it 2 meters, 2,000 millimeters. As you can see, I've got dark lines on the outside. I might want to change that in my style setting. So on the side here I've got a styles bar, and I've got 3 tabs here: select, edit, mix. I'm going to just edit that. I prefer thin lines, so I'll take off the profiles completely, and as you can see, there we go, nice thin lines and an easy looking drawing. You can either extrude it now and then select the whole model and then group it, but I suggest you work in groups as soon as possible so that you have to select less at the end. So I'm just going to undo that. There we go. Select the face, and my shortcut key for group would be G on my keyboard, or you can right click and you can actually just say group object, and you'll see, there we go, make group. As you can see, there it is, G is my shortcut key. If you want to select all the faces or all the lines in the model of this table, say for instance you want to select not just the face, but you want to select the outside lines, you don't have to go and select each one and press shift and then the next one and then the next one and then the next one. You can just simply double click on the middle, the face itself, and you'll see all the lines have been selected. Now you can press G, or you can right click and say make group. So we're going to press G there. We've got the group. Double click on the object to get into the object, because when it's in a group you can't edit it unless you're in it. From there we're going to extrude the tabletop. I'm going to make the table 60 millimeters thick at the top, and to go out of that I'm going to go back to my select tool. So basically between select, line and extrude tool we're going to build this whole table. To go out of your object you just press next to it, outside of these dotted lines, which are actually just the parameter line just to show you where you are, and click outside it, and there you go, it's one group. Now, obviously your table isn't going to be on the ground. The green line is your ground line, so I want to just lift this up to the height that I want it at. Top of the model, pull it up to 900, and it goes out there. There it is at the top, and bring it back into space. Remember what I taught you? Rotate is down mouse, middle mouse, and then to actually move the whole model, to pan the whole world around, you press shift with that, and a little hand picks up. There you go. So that'll just give you that. Easy. There we go. Great. Now we're going to do the legs. I'll just work on the top of the table, because then you know exactly where you are instead of trying to work from the bottom. It can be a bit tricky, irritating, and just not logical. So we'll work from the top of the model. We'll deselect this model, and we will create a, with this tool over here. This tool is, well, you can use it for a lot of things, but mainly you use it for just saying exactly where you want to put what line. Instead of drawing a line, you'll use this tool over here, which is your tape measure tool. But I like to use it more than just tape measure. You actually just draw an invisible line, which isn't really part of the model, and you drag it. So you click on the line that you want to go from, drag it over, and it actually gives you a dimension. So pretty easy. Okay, let's just clear up something on the right hand side and the bottom. Shadow settings. I'm just going to close it so you can actually see your length on the bottom on the right here, and I'm going to move that like that. And I'm going to make the legs on the table 80 millimeters. So I want to extrude, or not extrude, I want to offset this line by 80 mils with the tape measure tool. Offset that with 80 mils by typing in 80. So you just click on the edge, let go of the click, drag it over, or just move the mouse over in the direction you want it to go. You'll see the green line comes up, the green arrow line. Can you see that? If I go down, a blue one comes up. If I go up, a blue one. And the only two ways you can do it is down and sideways. You won't be able to do it onto the red line because well, the line is not conducive to do that because you're offsetting, right? So 80, and there you go. You got 80 there, and 80 over here. Right. So we'll start drawing the first leg. Remember, we want to make the table 900 high. So we'll just take the rectangle tool over here. We'll click in the corner, pull it over. Little block has appeared. Double click on that, and there you selected everything. Press your G button for your group, or just group, right click, and you're going to group this, group. I'll show you how to get to creating shortcuts at a later stage. And we'll just extrude this line to the desired height. So we wanted it to do 900, our tabletop is 60 thick, so we've got to go 840, and there's your leg. Right, now you can see we've got all these lines everywhere. What we're going to do is we're just going to copy this leg into every one of those places. Now what we can do is we can take this leg and we can make it a component. If you make it a component, then it saves you a lot of trouble later if you have to edit the height of the legs. Because if you have to edit the height of the legs for some other reason, you're going to have to go to each individual leg and you're going to have to extrude, or you're going to have to push down again, and that's going to just times 4. Whereas if you make it a component, if you do it to the one, all 4 of them change at the same time. So you right click on that, make component, and now this is actually a component. You double click into it and you can adjust. So it works the same as a group, but you can actually do more with it later, especially when it comes to editing one. They edit all the legs that are the same. Now to copy, you click on your move tool. You see it says / or copy. You go down here and you take a corner, you select a corner. First select your object, makes it easy. Select your object, then go to your move tool, then go to the corner that you want to copy from. Click Control and you'll see a little plus comes up. Click it and right click, there we go. And it's going across, and when it's in the right place you click again and it releases it. Now you want to do the same thing with the legs on the other side. To select both the legs, you click one leg, shift, click the other leg. Make it really easy. Then you go to your move tool again, which you're going to use as a copy, because they don't have a copy tool that's 2 together. Click your control button again and click on your right mouse, and there we go, it's copied. You can let go of the control button and you can now move around. You can do whatever you like with this. You can press shift, pan, rotate. Your legs don't go away, there they are. When you get it to the desired place, you left click again and there it is in place. Now our table looks a bit upside down at the moment, but we're just going to select all of the legs. We're going to move them down to the bottom, and there's the table. Easy. Now we've got all these funny lines here. You can either go and delete them like that, or you could just go to edit, because some models are full of these guidelines, if you want to call it, and you've got to now get rid of them, and you know, trying to delete one at a time. Sometimes they're on top of a line, and if you delete that, it'll delete the line underneath it as well, and you don't want to do that. So you go to delete guides, and it deletes all the guides, whether it's in a group or whether it's in a component or wherever it is. That line, those lines are going to be deleted out of your model. So there's your table. Looks pretty uneventful, but there nevertheless. Now you just select it. You want to give it a little bit more style, or you want to make it look like a real table. You just move it in a little bit, because most things are offset slightly, maybe 10 millimeters. You move that in. Then you select these 2 legs. You move those in. No, you don't want to select all 3, just 2. That one and that one. Move those in 10 mils. And then you want to move this one in and that one in 10 mils. 10. Last but not least, these 2 legs, you want them to go in 10 mils as well. You'll see when I move something, I don't just go to a free open space somewhere and then move. You can do that, but sometimes it can cause issues because the depth of the model is endless and things end up getting mixed up. So I usually try and do it on some sort of face, left click and then move, and it moves on the face, and so you get an exact sort of control. Okay, and 10 mils. The more you play around with it, the better you'll get with it, you'll see. There we go. Now an example. Whoops, the legs are too long, or I want to make them longer. I double click onto my group, which is actually not a group, it's now a component, and then you extrude, and look, all of them extrude at the same time, all shorter, all longer, whatever. Or I can go sideways, they'll all go sideways, so it's quite interesting. Press escape, click outside the model with your selection tool, and you're out of your object. Right, pretty easy. And that's it for now. So that's what you need to do. I want you to build a table that's 2 by 1.2 meters. My next tutorial will be to show you how to texture this table and how to make it look a bit better in SketchUp. We'll build a little world around it. And that's it for now.